Yeah, good morning, everyone. This is the early morning dose from the stable of Matter Rising with Human Steven. Uh, as, uh, as you all know, like I said a few days ago, we'll be having this, we'll be having these sections every morning. Please, as you're just coming, just press your share button. Let's invite friends to the show. Press your share button, give us some likes, and let the show begin. Just press your share button, some likes, so we begin with the show. So press the share button, give us some likes, and let the show kick off. Sorry, guys, I came a little bit behind the schedule today because I think I actually overslept. Okay, I actually overslept this morning. Please, as you're just coming, some likes, share, and let's go. Give us some likes, share, and let's go. Let's see what we have for today, being the 9th day of the month of December. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my Facebook page, Matter Rising with Human Steven. So this is my Facebook page, please, because I'm going to stop following my private Facebook in the next few days. So hopefully, my last thing going to be the end of this year, where you can get me on my Facebook page. Then from next year, January 1st, 2021, I'm going to be working only from my Facebook page, not my private Facebook, but my Facebook page. Either you follow me on Matter Rising with Human Steven, or you can also follow me on United Southern Nigeria page. Those are two pages I will be using as from next year. So I'm just preparing everyone to start moving towards the other Facebooks while you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nigeria YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. And if you subscribed, we come in, just give us some likes and some thumbs up and some shares. Okay. So today, news headline on 9th day of December 2020, news headlines. Okay. APC PDP supporters clashes at tribunal in Ondo State. This is what we have here now, Matter Rising with Human Steven. That's my Facebook page. Olori Collins, this Matter Rising with Human Steven, that's the Facebook page. So that's why I have it there now. That's what you have, the Matter Rising with Human Steven. That's the Facebook page. Just go to Facebook and type it there. You're going to get it there. And you're going to get this logo, Together We Can. That's the DP we have there. Then just follow me there and they like the page. APC PDP supporters clash at tribunal in Ondo State. The war again has started again in that country, and begin to wonder what kind of a country we are. What are they fighting for right now? The election has been won, and they let the court decide. Like I said, I'm not even one of those advocates of court decisions on election matters. But if that is what the law says, then let the court decide. Let them relax. Let the judges take the decision on who actually won the election in Ondo State. APC dissolves world, state, zonal, national structures. This is terrible. That is a very terrible one. Another news that just came up is the entire structure of the APC have been destroyed. You know that some part of APC actually decided to go back to court, of the National Working Committee of the APC, or the Anderson Shomole-led APC decided to go back to court to challenge the legality of the dissolvement of that working committee by President Muhammadu Buhari led National Executive Council. I think what it did there is just to destabilize the plans of the working committees of that very particular of the court case that is about to be raised up again by this very group of people. So dissolving the entire structure of the entire nation, actually giving room for peace and harmony to return back. And you also know the plans of the Jagaband of Lagos State, Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Tinubu had a political ambition, and one of Tinubu's stools is Comrade Adam Salih Oshomole, as we all know. And you know that these old plans are all the architect's work of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and his ambition to him is so much important that he wants to be president at all costs before he finally joined his ancestors in a few years. So what I think happened there was based on my own analysis of the whole scenario, why the entire structure of the APC was dissolved, but just because most of the structures were also still loyal to Ahmed Bola Tinubu and the Adam Salih Oshomole National Working Committee. So I think the people who gave the president such an advice is to say, come, look, this guy's going back to court. There are some legal grounds. There are some legal grounds whereby the court might decide to hit or knock off the decision of the National Working Committee led by President Muhammadu Buhari to have dissolved a legally constituted it is matter arising. Yeah, matter arising with Humanist TV. Just the way you have it on the screen now. Matter arising with Humanist TV. That is my Facebook page. So guys, just start going to my Facebook page, because very soon this private page is going to be shut down through for what is it called, broadcasting. So now, as I was saying, and they would have advised the president, said, come, look, if you allow this guy to go through this process that they are going through right now, we're going to end up under logjam, political or legal logjam. So the best we could do is to make sure that the entire structure is being controlled by these people, are being raised out completely, to create room for fresh and a more reliable set of people. Please, guys, as you are coming in, just press the share button and let's invite friends to this very particular show. So I think that was what happened there. That was what led to that dissolvement, in order to block every loopholes that will be created by law for Ahmed Bola Tinubu, to take over the structure of the APC, since the presidency of President Muhammadu Buhari is already, on the last lap of his political race. Okay, guys. So that is just the analysis that I felt actually led to the dissolvement of the entire structure in the entire 36 states of the federation, and the national structure, and the structure of all the wards in Edo State. Okay, guys. So next meeting, party decision must be respected. Buhari tells APC leaders. Okay, like just like I just said now, after dissolve the meeting, Buhari have to come out during the next meeting and said every decision made at the next meeting must be adhered to by the leaders of the APC in all the federation. Okay, because they know they had a plan, so they have to always try to dissolve in order to give room for a more better and a more transparent, leadership from the world to the local government, to the state, and even to the national level of the party. Now, APC extend critical committees tenure by 6 months. Okay, right now immediately they dissolve these committees. They dissolve these ESCOs. They put up critical committees, and the critical committees will have to stay there for at least a minimum of 6 months. So before maybe elections can be conducted, in order for people to go into the office of the chairmen of each of the zones and the local government and all that and that. Now, dissolution. Declare all APC seats vacant. PDP tell INEC. PDP sometimes they are quite very funny. A lot of people also. What has the dissolution of the entire structure of APC political party had to do with the elections that have been won, by by the party faithfuls? Nigeria is a joke. The truth is, Nigeria is a complete joke, for real. Nigeria is a complete joke. That's one of the news headlines. PDP is asking the NEC, National Independent National Electoral Commission, to actually dissolve the entire APC seat vacant, because of the dissolution of all the political positions in APC. Senate considered bills to blacklist loan defaulters. That would be nice if they can do that, because they're also one of the major set of people who actually, take loans from the Nigerian banks who don't pay back. We know of what happened to this guy from Bayelsa State one time, and what happened to other people who goes to the bank, take billions of naira as loans, and they never pay back. Insecurity. Buhari means governance at Aso Rock. Okay, that is nice. We just hope that something nice will come out of that very particular meeting that they had. Something that will come out of that meeting that they had together. We just hope and believe that they will come up with something really, really, really workable and nice from that very particular meeting that they had together. We hope so. Okay, we hope that they come out with something very nice, from that very meeting that they had together. Okay. The registered APC as a party now, PDP tell INEC. What is actually PDP's problem with APC, for goodness sake? This is not politics anymore. Why will you deregister them? For what reason? Because they put up critical committees for 6 months. If you feel it is illegal, you go to court. That's what the law says. Not ranting on Facebook. On news media. Go to court, challenge the decision of the APC in court. Then, if that's what it is, then you decide to go to court. Please just share this video, give us some likes, and please follow me on my Facebook page, Matter Rising with Imani Steven, or United Satan Nigeria. United Satan Nigeria. These are the two Facebook pages that we'll be using from 1st of January 2021. Oh, this is serious. The next news here is really serious. I cannot go to Obasanjo's house for reconciliation. Gani Adams. Gani Adams is saying it can. There have been some running battle between Gani Adams and there is the leader of APC, and Obasanjo. So Ghanaians is saying, I can't go to Obasanjo's house for reconciliation. Listen, guys, not Southerners, listen to me. Elder is an elder. When there's an issue between a younger one and an elder, it is very, very important that the younger one should always, as a matter of fact, go to the elder, and when there is a reconciliation meetings, because you cannot expect the elder to come to you. It is barbaric. It is against the tradition and culture of the South, where we actually came from. Okay, guys. So I will advise Gani Adams to go to Obasanjo and discuss their reconciliation issues. EU signed agreement to strengthen public health response in Africa. Sometimes I get tired of the African leaders. You call yourself presidents, prime ministers, or whatever you call yourself, but most of the time, these other countries are the ones that are always coming in to give you assistance in one form or the other. That actually makes me worried if Africa has actually gained independence. That really makes me worry if the African governments had actually gained independence. Okay? Why would the EU comes into national agreement, you guys, to help you strengthen your health care system? That is funny. It is funny. Postpone deadline for insurance recapitalization. Rep ordered NAICOM, NICOM. Postpone deadline for insurance recapitalization. Rep ordered NAICOM. That nation, Nigeria, I don't really understand what we actually do in that country for real. Every time they talk about the capitalization and all these sorts, and they want to close down companies, render people jobless, it has become a recurrent issue. Now, why can't these people, as a matter of fact, check these people on a yearly basis, check their capital strength, check all they do, rather than waiting to the point that the company is about to die before they will decide to step in? I don't understand. I've never heard in any part of the world whereby companies are being closed down just like that, or asking companies to come and recapitalize. Where are they going to get the money from? Where are they going to get the money from to do recapitalization? One man is going to give them billions. They put in there. Then the man comes tomorrow, withdraw the money again. The company is back to square one. Why can't you monitor the companies? Why can't you see why are insurance companies in Nigeria not actually viable? Why are the insurance companies in Nigeria not actually viable? This is what I think the rep and the Senate should be thinking of. The financial institutions in Nigeria should be thinking of why are insurance companies in Nigeria, in particular, not actually viable, like the way it is in the developed world. In the developed world, even insurance companies are even more viable than many banks in the developed world. They come to the aid of those that insure their money or their property with them at when due, with rules and regulations being put in place. These are things that should be strengthening. The functionality of these, insurance companies. Not rather than every day they talk of recapitalization, just the way they did to the banks then, yet the bank is still failing today. Court rejects Mainna's request for adjournment. You all know Mainna, the pension scheme fraudster. The guy who took all the billions and ran to the Nigeria Republic and he was arrested, is asking for adjournment, and the court rejected the adjournment. If federal government reduces price of petrol to 162 naira 44 kobo per liter. I know, from 65 naira that they increased the heat in a year. In this year alone, the price of fuel has been increased 3 times. And the law says, of the petroleum market says, when the price of petroleum goes down in the international market, the local price needs to also go down. When the price of petroleum goes up, the local price needs to go up. That's what the law says. But it is only in Nigeria that when the price is going down, the price increases. When the price is going up, the price increases. It is only in Nigeria that is done. And I remember in 2011, if I'm not mistaken, when Jonathan wanted to end this fraud called fuel subsidy, the likes of Buhari today, who is the president, Tinubu, Osibanjo, Fashola, Utomi, all these crazy celebrities were all at Ojota in Lagos. They shut down Ojota for days, protesting against the high increase of petroleum product. But today, none of these people is on the street right now protesting. The price of food, goods and services has increased tremendously. Whereas the income generation, particularly the salaries of workers in Nigeria, have remained constant. Price has increased, their livelihood has remained constant. Please share this video, give us some likes. APC NEC extend Buni-led Critical Committee tenure by 6 months. That's nice for him. Police uncover ritualists then operated by siblings in Oshun. Police uncover ritualists then operated by siblings in Oshun. I don't know what is actually wrong with our youth nowadays, for real. People, human beings cannot produce money, guys. Those barbaric ideas should be thrown behind us. Human beings can't produce money for you. Hard work does. Guys, it is high time we all decide to throw away this barbaric art and go and get a job. Go and get something doing. I did a video yesterday, or yesterday. Yesterday. It was yesterday now. Yeah, I did a video yesterday. Today is Wednesday. I did a video yesterday with some ladies on how to start a recycling business. Please, guys, if you've not watched the video and you are still dealing with all this crime, please go there and watch the video so that you can get, ideas on how you can have a better life than this criminal attitude that is being displayed by most of you guys. Okay? Hoodlums scatter away 7 AK-47 rifle from police station. My question is this: how do hoodlums get to a police station and scatter away with weapons? Where do they actually keep their weapons? Where do they actually keep their weapons? And how are police stations, are they not actually secured as it is supposed to be? That people can easily go into the police station and take away rifles, AK-47 rifles. 7 AK-47 rifles was scattered away by hoodlums from a police station. How possible can that be? Our police, are they so weak? Bonu SUBEB says radio lessons have come to stay. Senate moves to amend 28 years old medical and dental practitioner law. Okay, thank God. I hope the amendment is going to be a good one. Good morning, Sister Bra Humphrey. Joseph Humphrey, good morning. Sister Mercy, good morning. My expulsion, a nullity, former APC National Vice Chairman Etta vows. This Etta has been one of the problem of APC for a very long time. Now, this Etta has been one of the great problem of APC because he has been excommunicated from the APC because he actually took the National Executive Committee to court, just like I just said in the beginning of this news headline. Ekiti CJ grant amnesty to 34 inmates. I hope this image that amnesty will be granted. And I hope these 34 inmates that have been granted amnesty, I hope they have actually repented. Because most of them, like you saw in Benin, now those guys who ran away from the prison yard have been committing great havoc in Benin City. Okay, there was a news I just had in Benin that there was an open raid at New Benin Market by some criminal elements at New Benin. The open raid in the broad daylight, robbing inside the market. Okay, I also heard that in Benin right now, kidnapping has increased again to a very high, state. Kidnapping has become a thing that's been going on and off. So I want to encourage the government of the federation to actually, and the state government also, based on the recommendation of a national of the chairman of the committee on restructuring, Governor Nancy El-Rufai said, they should, as a matter of fact, go into that bill or that proposed bill that was that emanated from that committee on how we can actually restructure the federation so that state policing, local government policing can become a thing that will help in reducing the rate of crime in Nigeria. How can you expect hoodlums goes to the market and begin to rob, innocent market women? That is really, really barbaric, and it is unfortunate. Where the big men are protected, the average ones are the ones that are being made to pay the heaviness of the bonds of the people. Okay. FAN remits 2 billion to consolidate revenue. All I hear is billions in that country. Here they borrow every money that they use or they spend in that nation. I cannot really understand the kind of nation that we are. You hear them hear billions upon billions every day, but yet they can't even get you're going to say this one said we generated 1 trillion. The other one said we generated this 1 billion. The other said we generated this, but yet you cannot see what the money is being used for. The truth of the matter is just like Barrister Dele Farotimi said in our Zoom meeting. Nigeria is actually a failed state. A failed state. Where you hear money, every money you hear, there's audio money. It is audio money. Okay? It is audio money. It's a failed state. I will believe strongly that we can be able to change what is actually happening in that country if God willing. Okay. So let me get the first news for today. Yeah, there is a news that came up, yesterday. Most violent act against Northern perpetrated by Igbos, Northern elders. Most violence against Northerners are perpetrated by Igbos, Northern elders. I don't know how true that is. Engineer Agala Christian, good morning, sir. Don't know how true that is, but that is what these guys just wrote. So I'm going to just go through this news today. Then I read one more news, then we'll be done for today, as we normally do. This was in Port Harcourt. It's by Professor Ango Abdullahi. Okay, after the northern part of the country, most violent acts against Northerners are perpetrated by Igbo, the Northern Elder Forum has alleged. Chairman of the Northern Elder Forum, Professor Ango Abdullahi, raised the allegation on Tuesday in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where the forum kicked start a tour of Northern community across other parts of the country following the NSAS protests. The Northern Elders chief, after the forum interaction with Governor Yinsom Wike the day before, addressed the fate of settlers from the north in River and other neighboring South states. The Northern Elder Forum leader added that we came because we saw no reasons innocent residents, wherever they are, irrespective of where they come from, who are not participating in the protest will be subject to violence. Is that so? Professor Ango Abdullahi, you are one of the most stupid guys I've ever seen in my life. You've forgotten how Southerners were being murdered in the north in the wake of any protest of whatsoever kind. You've forgotten that so quick like that. You've forgotten how Southerners were being killed in the north, and none of you said anything. You've forgotten how the youth wing of the Arawa youth gave the South ultimatum, particularly the Igbos, to leave the north at the wake of Nnamdi Kanu agitation for Biafra. You've forgotten how the Igbos and mostly Southerners were murdered in Castina, in Kano, in Plateau, during the wake of this protest and this war that was ravaging the north as at that time. So the South has actually, particularly the Igbos, actually bear the majority of the bond of the protests that is emanating from the northern part of Nigeria. So, guy, please don't come here and make those stupid, claims. Have you guys forgotten the woman whose head was cut off, all because she told the guy that was washing his feet at the front of her bucket, at the front of her shop, to leave her shop? Have you forgotten that lady, that woman that was killed? Have you forgotten that woman, who was, in Abuja doing a normal, a regular, and early morning outcry, a redeemed creation of God woman that was murdered while she was on evangelism? There are many, many things you guys need to have remembered. This is what I tell. That's why I tell the Igbos every time on my show, guys. Unity is the only way you can get what you want. So the Northerners understand that the South is divided. So you see, the first state they went to was River State. Do you know why? Because River State has a little running battle with the Igbos, the IPOB right now. So they are taking advantage of that little enmity between the IPOB, which is a section of the Igbos, and the Igbos. That's the reason why they went to Wike first. Because there's a little issue now between these people and Wike. They are taking advantage of that very particular problem. So, guys, it's time you start using your head. And it is only in unity that we can be able to stand as one indivisible entity. Okay, guys, they suffer enormous violence and loss of life and asset of various magnitude. What was surprising to us was that those that perpetrated the violence against the Northerners are the same people who are crying more and calling for compensation. They always come around the South and give us decisions, whereas there is no certain leaders, whether from the Igbo land, from the South or the Southwest, that has gone to the North to also check anytime there is a destruction of life and property, how much of our people's property have been destroyed in the North. Now, you all know in Kano State, how that man that calls himself Professor Gwando Dollars, how he destroyed over 200 million worth of alcohol that belongs to the Southerners by this community police. They call the Habas. They went there, they cut away all these drinks, and they destroyed them in the face of the owners. None of the Southern leaders went to ask questions or to talk about why are the Southerners being treated the way they are being treated in the northern part of Nigeria. Unity is the only way they can put Nigeria back to its way. So I'm calling on the Igbos again. Drop every form of aggressiveness against your Southern brothers. It's not going to help you. It will never help you. It will never help you. Rather, you'll be making yourself more enemies to people who are supposed to be your helpers. I have never seen anywhere when a man or where a man decide to make his neighbors his enemies. Never. Any man that makes his neighbors his enemy is always at the receiving ends of the attack, because when the man's house is on fire, none of his neighbor is coming out to assist him to put off the fire. This is a parable I just gave to you guys. I think a word is enough for the wise. We take particular delight when we talked with the governor of the state. We were told by residents of River that the governor was particularly interested in protecting them and their rights, as he swore in his oath of office. Do your governors protect the rights of the Southerners in the North? Was the right of the Southerners in Kano State protected when their businesses and livelihood were destroyed? Were the lives of Southerners protected in the same Kano where the head of a woman was cut off from her body because she only asked someone to stay moving a little bit away, from her shop? But the right of that woman, that RCCG woman that was killed in Abuja, protected by the government of those states? That's the question. You guys always cry foul anytime little thing happen in the South, but you guys will keep mut when atrocities are being committed around you in your own domain. It is now becoming clear that most violence that are being meted out to Northerners in various parts of the South came from people from the southeastern states, people with some names. We are not sure what names really they want to keep. They come with different brands. Use these names to perpetrate criminality in different parts of the country. For years, this particular incident had been with us. Sir, the same way you guys commit havoc in the North against the Southerners. In different names, like Boko Harams, like banditry, like killer herdsmen, and many others. Okay, and don't forget that most of these Northern you talk that their property have been destroyed are actually the one perpetrating evil, atrocity in the southern part of Nigeria, particularly in the southeast. These same people you're talking about are the one. Have you forgotten the man that was hanged on a tree? Why his wife was raped to death? His pregnant wife was raped to death before his face. Are you forgetting that? A woman was hung on the tree while his wife was raped in his presence. A pregnant woman was raped to death by your own people. When the news broke out, what did you say as the chairman of the Northern Elders Forum? Ango Abdullahi. You call yourself a professor, but you are actually a professor of rubbish. You are an illiterate who went to school, but the school never went through you. You went to school, but the school actually never went through you. You had no idea of proper diplomacy. You are dull. You are too tribalistic. You are too egoistic. And you are a bigot and a fanatical Islam. Okay? That's the truth. That's who you are. Because every time you come outside, you come and you voice and you just vomit trash from your mouth. And my pain is the elders in the south, even in the southeast. I've not been able to respond to this hoodlum who call himself an elder. You guys have not been able to do that. This is one thing I get a little bit frustrated with these so-called elders in the south. Particularly the southeast. Whatever guy said, when somebody is saying is already trying to ignite an ethnic war between the residents of the northern people in your domain against you, and also putting the lives of the Easterners in the north in danger by these very particular wars that's coming out of this man, this bigot of a leader. You guys are refusing to respond. Where are the IPOBs? Why have you not responded? Your people will soon be killed in the north. Very soon. Please share this video and give us more likes, please. It is up to the authority to assure all of us that this must end. This must stop. I think the north will no longer allow this red line to be crossed. Oh God, this is unbelievable. They come to your state, they threaten you. Yeah? You go to their state, they threaten you. No Satan dare say what this very man just said, that they have drawn a red line. No Satan dare say it in the north and leave the north with his head in his body. No Satan can say what this man said now and leave the north with his head in his body. If you told the Satan that made this statement now, this very particular boss here called the IPOB will be jumping around like ants, insulting them on social media space. Now a man is directly facing you right now, lambasting you. It is over 24 hours that this statement was made, because it was made on Saturday. But today, nothing will be said. You are only good at fighting your brothers in the south. But your major enemies will come to your domot and speak to you and give you conditions and give you orders. and you say nothing. It is because people get away with criminal behavior without sanction and punishment. That is why they keep recycling these irresponsible behaviors. That is true. That is true. They not get away with every of this mess every time. Yeah, do you guys get away with it? You kill our people, you destroy our property, nothing happens. So that's why they continuously doing this havoc. So we must say enough is enough. Therefore, as we leave the South, we will be heading for the Southeast. We'll be speaking with the leadership there, especially the governors, to remind them of their responsibility to protect residents irrespective of where they come from. Do you guys actually do the same? Do you guys actually protect others in your domain? Can you vouch that the lives of the Southerners in Kaduna State are being protected? Can you vouch of the life of Southerners in Kano State are being protected? Or in Katsina, or in Zamfara, or in Nasarawa, or in Plateau, or in Borno, or in Gombe, in Adamawa, in Sokoto? Can you vouch for it that the lives of the Southerners are being protected by the government and the leaders like you in that region? Can you vouch for it? And Ango Abdullahi, can you? You can't say a professor. Like I said, you're a professor of rubbish. And I think you're a professor of Quran. That's who you are. You know nothing. You are just professor of Quran. Yes, I'm very sure of that. You know nothing. All words, every word that comes out of your mouth is very sensational. Sometimes I don't blame the East when they say they need Biafra. Because I see it, because every word that comes out of some of these northern leaders' mouth is so annoying, so disgusting. They speak as if they never went to school. You will see this disunity written all over these leaders. They see the South as a conquest. They see the South as a conquest. When they come to us, they talk to us with so much arrogancy, which our leaders from the South can never try in their own land. They speak to our leaders the way they want. They speak to our governors the way everything, they just do it the way it pleases them, without not adhering to some respect and regard for our people. Our leaders will sit there, fold their hands, and watch these people vomit these abominable speeches, an atrocity against their people without not responding. In the same manner to them. But we will go to the north. Even our leaders dare not even go to the north and make such statement. They'll be stoned. They will be stoned by the hoodlums in the northern part of Nigeria. Failure to do so, look at it, is giving them order. Is giving the southern leaders order. A private man is giving the government of the entire South and Southeastern state order. Where are the IPOB? I think they're supposed to be out this morning now. Let me see how much insult they will pour on this man. All of them, they will run into their shades and say, we need Biafra. You think you need Biafra on Facebook and YouTube by commenting. They are giving you order. Failure to do so, especially on this continuous basis, it will be difficult for us who have been restraining our various communities, especially our youth, to protect others when their brethren are being killed and maimed in other parts of the country. The Northern Elder Forum leader had died. So anytime they want to commit havoc, anytime they already had a plan of killing some Nigerians, particularly in the South, they will come up with one thing or the other. They will come up with some gimmicks in order for that very particular crisis to spring up in the North. He had come now with this whole idea that the Northerners were killed, and there was nobody killed in the southern part of Nigeria during the NSAS by the NSAS protesters. None was killed, whether in Igbo land or any part for that matter. So they always take advantage of every little loophole that they will get to create havoc on the Satana in the northern part of Nigeria. My upper brothers, where are you? How are you going to defend your brothers in the north right now? How are you going to stand up for what is about to befall your people? And if you look at the comment, all through the comment here made by these brothers of ours from the east, all they were doing was they were insulting Wike. All they were doing was they were insulting Wike, leaving the fact outside. They were insulting Wike. Look at it, one OB Kendo. You and Wike will not finish this food you are cooking. What are Wike got to do with what is happening? Look at why I get Chris, Mando, Ike. Wike hand work is open. After killing of Igbos in Obibo area of River State, all these senseless idiots has mouth to talk. See that? Now look at Jack Ogidi. They are celebrating with Wike for denouncing his Igbo-ness and empowering him to kill Igbos and be rewarded with the title of true friend of the North and a vice president of Nigeria. You see that? You see that now? So if you just check all the comments that was made on this post, are actually engaged Wike now. They have left the people they're supposed to attack. They are not attacking their own brother. That is my problem. That's my problem with these people. A man spoke now, not Wike that spoke. Professor Ango Abdullahi was the one that was speaking. But now the Igbos are now verging their anger on their own brother. Leaving the man who actually is the problem. Freedom says that if criminality is different in different parts of the country is perpetrated by Igbos, why are criminally minded evil Northerners didn't want to go their separate ways? Is it because the Northerners are the people perpetrating criminal all over the zoo? I think this one even spoke well. So everywhere, Igbo. And they ask you people, leave them, let them go. You people refuse. Holy Ghost thunder we first of all. We first of all of you, dear thieves. I don't even know what that one is saying. Anyways. Yeah, I love you. I love this one. Emeka Best said, this is what their youth will hear. And they will start killing people because their elders told them that the people are their enemies. Good. This is what I want to hear. Not all this whatever. Say then one Theodas Chukis said, foolish elder, the Igbo will continue to be a nightmare for you until you let them go. Then Andrew Les not told this Theodas Chukis say, now the Igbo leaders you go blame if they really want to leave. It has to start from them. That is a good one. That's a good one. Olori Collins, the truth of the matter is this: it is not wiki, it is the division in the South. Now, let me tell you something. You know, a few days ago, I think last week or so, I did a video on the unity of the South, and I was talking about the way I manage the IPOB Act. Do you know that a boy came to my wall, no, to my inbox, my messenger, and told me we're trying to redefine my culture as a Benin man, my history to me. I'm telling you, he was trying to redefine my history to me. Even when I tried to tell him, listen, guy, he was trying to redefine my history to me. I was even trying to tell him, look at what happened in Bakassi. What happened to Bakassi? Okay? It is not about wiki. When the North comes to our place, you speak out. We as a people, we have our own problem together as a family. Is there anyone of you here that does not fight with your family? Is there anyone here who do not fight with his family? Who do not have one issue or the other with his family? Is there anyone? Austin, I dare the true lane of unity of the South. If I have an issue with my Igbo brother, I should solve my issue with my Igbo brother. If an external person comes in, I will leave my brother and fight the external person first. Then after that, I return back to settle my issues with my brother. That is what the North does. The Northern state, they are not one. If you go there, you understand that they have more division than we have in the South. But when it comes to external issues, they are always united. That's where we make the mistake. If you read the comments here, over 700 comments that was on this post, 550 of these comments were directed to Wiki. It's like we left the real issue. Now we are not dealing with the things that are not actually an issue to us anymore. This guy is threatening us that our brothers in the North will be killed. We are talking about Wiki. As at this point in time, Wiki is not our problem. Yeah, Wiki have done what he did. We're going to solve that as a family when the time comes on. Many of you from the East believe that Wiki is an Igbo man. Please, Austin, Agu or whatever. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, you leave this wall. Please, or I get it blocked up. If you don't want to understand what I'm talking about, somebody is speaking. I'm not the one speaking. Somebody is threatening the Igbos. You are here talking nonsense. This is what problem I had with you guys. Ango Abdullahi is threatening the Igbos in the North. You are venting your anger on your Satan brothers. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that actually make sense to you guys? Your people are being threatened. People are being threatened in the South, in the North. That they will release their tigers, their lions on our people very soon. And you are here talking about the South, where you are supposed to be united? Are you guys really okay? Come on, guys. The problem we are having is we are not united. And we start thinking of that. Anytime somebody talk about unity, no. Anytime we talk about unity, we are always trying to divide. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. I told you before, most of my friends are Igbos. My family marries a lot of Igbo people. My younger sister married an Igbo. She lives in Asaba. My cousins, they are married an Igbo people. So when the war starts, or whatever problem that we're going to get at the long run, it's going to affect some of us, not even the northern people. Because the northern people don't marry us. How many northern marry an Igbo woman or Igbo man? How many of them? But go to Yoruba, we have Igbos there. At least Femi Fana, Femi, what is his name? Femi Kayode. At least he married one of our sisters from the east. Even that's why they are no more together again. They had children. So those children are actually from the eastern part of Nigeria and from the west. So now that we have this kind of people now, and somebody will not be destroying the west for this guy, these two beautiful kids that Fanika they had with our sister from the east. Then how do you expect those children to sit down there and listen to you, even when they bear Igbo names and maybe they're even with their mother in the east? Listen, until we understand that our problem is we must make this bridge that we are creating. If not, we will not be able to do that, guys. I'm going to have a problem with you because you're my brother. I just said something before. Even in the same house, we have issues. The same siblings. We have issues. But the moment an external body comes in, we put our differences aside and fight the external body first. Then we come back to our problem. That makes a family. Not when an external body comes in, we take advantage of that to expose ourselves to the outside world. That is my issue. We can't fight these criminals from the north in this manner that we are operating. We cannot. Never. It's not possible. We can't. We can't. We can't. You've already given us a warning. They've already given us a warning. Listen, I don't even know what this one, Prince Wisdom Oleye is talking about. Nobody's talking about Wiki right now. You see, this is where I sometimes I want to get a little bit frustrated with some of you guys. If you don't follow a show, you just comes in, then all you need to do is to either just remain there, continue, asking questions to get what happened, or just keep quiet, watch the show, then play it again, and now make your comment or recommendations when you are there. So we are not talking about bad governance right now, because bad governance can only end when there is a unity in the South. These are the facts of the figure. These are the facts of the figure. Do you know why this idiot called Professor Ango Abdullahi had the guts to come to the South and vomit that trash he vomited? Because he knows we are actually not united. We're not united. He knows. So because he knows we are not united, what will he do? He will take the advantage of that disunity and want to create a monster from it. Now, listen, guys, What the North does is this. When they see a loophole in the South, they always take advantage of it because they know we are divided. That's why we have the same religion. 90 or 95% of the Southerners are Christians. In quote, Christians. What binds them not together? Not the language they speak. No. What binds them not together is their religion. The Islamic religion. That is why even those people in the South, particularly the Southwest, who are Muslims, speaks in favor of the North than they speak in favor of their brothers in the South because of religion. But the Christian fold are the most divided set of religion in Nigeria. There is nothing that is, we have this nearly the same culture as an Easterner, as a Westerner, and or as a South or as a Nigerianer. We have nearly the same culture. We have nearly the same food, the same dressing, the same way we act. But yet we are the most divided set of people in this world. Reasons I can't even fathom. Abdullahi came to River State because he knows that there is a little issues, grievances between the Southeast and the River State government. They took advantage of that loophole. They took advantage of that loophole that was already on ground. They decided to work on it. And now, what they planned, we, the Southeasterner, we fell into it. We began to attack Wike. That is what they wanted. To create that high level of the division that they are expecting. And they succeeded. When I read through all the book, I took my time. This is what I do. I do deep thinking. I took my time to read all the comments. All 90% of the comment was against Wike. I was like, Wike never spoke in this very particular press statement. Yes, they went to Wike's home state, but he never spoke. The guy who is vomiting this trash is one guy that we know that is very, very tribalistic in nature. This is not the first time this guy had released this kind of statement in the past. This is not the first time. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. He has done it severally. Even during the heat of the South must leave the North. He was one of those who spearheaded that thing that gave Jeremiah that boldness to make such a declaration. And they backed them up. Do you think they don't have their differences? They do. But they keep their differences when it comes to national issues. That is what I am expecting the South to start doing, particularly the South Out and the Southeast, in collaboration with the Southwest. If not, we will continually remain irrelevant in the face of things in this nation called Nigeria. Okay, guys. Sorry, guys. That this is what I do. I just pour out my heart the way I feel it to be. I want to have a more robust South. That's it. We must put our pride aside if each actually want Nigeria to work. Even if actually you want a Biafra. You need to speak with your people. You can't do it without these people. They need to be aware. You need to carry them along. It helps. Okay, guys? Then the other news I'm going to have today is we protect religious freedom jealously. FG react to US blacklisting Nigeria. I want to say thank you to United States of America for actually coming up with this very particular, listing, because we have been expecting this. I want to say thank you, President Donald Trump. Nigeria has become religious, particularly Christian religion, intolerant in the last, 5 years of this present administration. It has become very, very intolerant to the Christian religion because they are being killed everywhere in the north by Boko Haram, by ISIS, West Africa, and by bandits. They go into schools. We know of the Sokoto bomb. And all that and that. Okay. Now, the federal government has added to a list by the United States which added them as a country with severe religious violation. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, in a statement titled Nigeria Denying Religious Freedom Violation Allegation, said Nigeria jealously protect religious freedom as enshrined in the country constitution and takes seriously any infringement in this regard. I want to say something very clearly. According to the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Nigeria is more or less an Islamic state than a secular state. The word Sharia and Islam was written over 20 times in the entire page of the Constitution, and there is nowhere the word Christian was written for once, or there's nowhere the word traditional religion was written for once. So that actually defined where the nation Nigeria is heading to. And in the Nigerian Constitution, there's also a Sharia court, Sharia laws that emanated from the Constitution, but there is no law that is called the Jewish law or the traditional religious law for those who practice Christianity or the traditional religion. There are also many people in Nigeria who are atheists. There are people who are into different kind of religion. None of them was mentioned in the Nigerian Constitution. That makes Nigeria more an Islamic state than a secular state. You also know in the year 1985 or 1987, if I don't really know, between that year, when the regime of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida made Nigeria a member of the IOC, that is the Islamic Organization of Countries of the world. We are member of the IOC, which is an Islamic body whereby, and this was done without the knowledge and the permission of the other sultanates of the other people in the nation called Nigeria. So if you say that you jealously protect the right of every citizen, then I will say no, sir, that is not true. Because I know in Kaduna State, for example, Nasir El-Rufai made a law to bound the all nights from taking place, to bound some preachings, and they said before you can come into Kaduna State to come and preach, you must get a permission from the bodies. And what about they refuse to give you the permission? It means you are not allowed to come into the state. That is not freedom of religion. Okay? So it is, and I said, it described the U.S. inclusion of Nigeria on the list as a case of honest disagreement between the two nations on the cause of violence in Nigeria. Maybe you should be able to explain to us where violence, what is actually the cause of violence in the nation called Nigeria. Nigeria does not engage in religious freedom violence. Neither does it have a policy of religion persecution. Oh, what about the kidnapping in Benue? What about the kidnapping in Plateau? What about the kidnapping and the killings in Sokoto? and many other parts of the northern state, whereby they killed them by the killing of this Khan chairman. What about it? What about it? What actually happened? What are those ones called? Not Christian persecution. Guy, but I know you will never go against your name lying, Mohammed. You are a liar, you remain a liar, and you forever a liar. That's pure ID. That Nigeria does not engage in religious freedom violence, neither does it have a policy of religion persecution. Victims of insecurity and terrorism in the country are anthems of Christianity, Islam, and other religions, the minister said. Yeah, that is true. But who bear the higher bond? Which religion among these three religions you quoted now bears the highest bond of the pain of this very particular thing you call terrorism? And how the terrorism emanated in Nigeria? Don't forget that it actually started when the Zamfara State governor then, Yarima, created a law, empowered Sharia, that the other states in the north copied. That was all led to Mohammed Yusuf having an Islamic class. And during the election, Mohammed Yusuf was used by the then Borno State governor, Shatima, to help rig election. And something happened. There was a fallout between these two groups that led to a little war between the police and the group, which Mohammed Yusuf was arrested live, and some other persons, including one commissioner then, who was also a member of the cabinet of the governor at that time. And we all know what was Yusuf preaching? Islamism. Islamization of the entire nation. And what does that call for? Religion persecution. Threat to other people believe. The freedom of assembly and association and religion was being put on risk by that particular act. And when Muhammad was killed unjustly by the police, because in order for the governor then to keep all that happened within that time, that sprang up what we have today, the Boko Haram, which actually is engaged the Christian religion, which the American know. The United States on Monday for the first time added Nigeria to a blacklist on religious freedom, paving the way for potential sanction if it does not improve its records. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern for religious freedom, alongside the nations including China, Iran, Pakistan, and Saudi Arabia. So guys, so if they tell you there's no religion freedom, there's religion freedom in Nigeria, that's a lie. It is only in the south that we actually have religion freedom, not in the north. There's some areas in the north that you cannot go to and preach. You'll be killed, just like the woman that was killed in Abuja. Whereas the north can go to anywhere in the south and even on the road and do their prayers without nobody obstructing or interfering in their activities. So thank you guys. This is the Money Dose from the stable of Matter Rising with Humanist Steven. And later in the evening, around 7 o'clock, I'll be coming out again as we continue to fight for good governance the unity of the southern Nigeria, and also trying to improve the economic state of many of us. I want to say a big thank you to every one of you that took out your time this morning to join us in this morning dose from the stable of Matter Rising with Humanity TV. Like I said before, please kindly subscribe to the Nigeria Wars YouTube Facebook if you are not subscribed. If you have done that, please just always give us like and share our broadcast. And also, follow me on Matter Rising with Humanity TV right there on the screen, because very soon I will be moving away from my private Facebook because of issues, and they will be moving over to my Facebook page. This is going to start from on the 1st of January, year 2021. So please just try as much as possible. Let us go to that page and follow that page. Also, it will be easy for you to get all of the doses that will be coming up from this place. Here we give you the fact the way it is. We don't just speak, we come with fact. We just do analysis of what we hear, we see, and we understand. This is why this station, this segment from the Matter Rising with Humanity TV is so very important and so dear to everyone who actually wants a better and a more unified Southern Nigeria and Nigeria. Also, if you're an Edo man, I want to say congratulations, because it is getting closer to the end of the year. God has been so faithful to us, and things are getting better despite there's a little level of insecurity in our state right now. But I want to say the government of Ghana, Obaseki, is on the matter and is doing everything humanly possible to see that this very, unfortunate incident that has enveloped the state is brought onto normalcy. Okay, I think I just heard that the armor that actually robbed in New Benin a few days ago, some of them have been arrested and many are still on the run. I want to say congratulations to the Edo State Police Command, and congratulations to the governor of the state, Governor Noga Obaseki, for this swift response in trying to curb the menace of this very particular set of people. Also, there was also a kidnapping case that happened again, along the Benin, Auchi Road and Abuja Road yesterday, when the driver of that very particular vehicle was shot dead on the spot, and 4 persons were kidnapped by the Fulani herders. So I want to say, please, the governor, send your troop down there. Let more, local vigilante be created in each of the local government, particularly Uwonde local government, Ovia Northeast local government, and Ovia Southwest local government. These 3 local governments have become, the hidden point for this Fulani headmen because of the forests that surround this local government. Let the government create, local vigilante groups, who can help with more sophisticated weapons, like more better rifles and more AK-47s, so that they can be able to go in there and try to save the people, from this very particular, hoodlums who is trying to make, Edo State governable during this Christmas period. If you are traveling home to Nigeria, I want to say, my brothers and sisters, be careful, how you move around, because the country is not that very, very safe right now. And don't forget also to do your COVID-19 test 72 hours before your departure date. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to fly, to board your flight to Nigeria. 72 hours, which is 3 days before your departure date, is the date that your COVID-19 test should start reading. Thank you, guys. See you later in the evening. Have a nice day, and bye for now. 7 o'clock in the evening, please.